in Sahih al-Muslim and reported by Abu Hurairah radiallahu anh, he talks about the end of time. He said, لا تقوم الساعة حتى يقاتل المسلمون يهودا فيقتلوهم مسلمون. And the hadith basically means that the last hour, will not be established until the Muslims will fight the Yahudi and kill them, and then until the Jew would hide themselves behind a stone or a tree. And we know the rest of the hadith, dear brothers and sisters. What is happening right now is a reminder of these prophecies that was mentioned by Rasulullah 1400 years ago. Now, recently there is this talk going on, this gossip actually. A lot of people are just gossiping that, yeah, the people of Afghanistan, they are also joining in this war. But that is far from truth. We want to talk more about this. Now let's take a listen at this report, because this report is suggesting, yes, there is a good possibility that the Taliban will actually join the forces in in Jerusalem, in Israel, in Palestine. Let's take a listen.
Experts have warned that the Taliban regime in Afghanistan could also join the ongoing war. Meanwhile, across West Asia, there were demonstrations in support of Hamas. While Iran and Hezbollah praised the attack, militant groups...
Okay, so what we understand from this is that definitely Taliban, they're never going to take part in this war, because Taliban, they are not people who really care about the Ummah. They care about themselves. The reason they came to power was because they felt like they deserved to be in power. Not to establish kind of like, Khilafah, not to establish Islamic laws and values. I mean, if you go to Afghanistan today, you will see that the Taliban, they have compromised Islamic values, instead of upholding them. Let's take a listen at this report, because this report is saying exactly what we are trying to say here. So basically it says, Taliban deny the claims they are trying to join Hamas on the battlefield. Of course, we expected. Taliban is a corrupt regime. These people, the Afghan Taliban, they only care about certain groups. I mean, as long as they serve their purposes, they're with them. They're Muslims, good Muslims. But if they don't agree with Taliban, Taliban do not consider them even to be part of Islamic faith. The Taliban have been forced to deny claims that they are trying to join Hamas fighters after a fake post on the X social media platform claimed the Afghan militant group was to travel to fight in the war. This is a joke. This is a joke. Now there is a hadith Rasulullah he mentioned, even though this is da'if hadith, but very, very interesting. He said, Al-Malhamatul Kubra wa Fathul Qustantiniyati wa Khuruju Dajjal fi Sab'ati Ashhur. Basically means the great battle, the conquest of Constantinople, and the emergence of Dajjal will happen within 7 months. It is true, even though, again, as I said, the hadith is da'if, but it is true that things can really get out of control very, very fast. Within 7 months, you have so many things happening at the same time, according to this hadith, what do we understand. And we agree with this, because, dear my sister, who could even imagine that these people, in Palestine will come out and attack Israel? Nobody imagined. I mean, nobody could even think about this. This is a huge victory for these people, for the Palestinian resistance forces, because Israel, they are always collecting intelligence. Then all of a sudden they found themselves to be completely off guard. They're caught off guard. So things can change very, very fast. As we speak about the end of time, the coming of the Mahdi and whatnot, things can go out of control very fast. Analysts say that this has put the Taliban into difficult position of publicly backing away from active support for Hamas and possibly angering some of their own cadre. Taliban, they were never part of the Muslim community the way we thought they are. I mean, Khorasan, we talk about, oh, they are going to come out and give victory to the religion of Allah Azza wa Jal, and this will happen, that will happen. No, these people are corrupt. And I said this before many, many times, that they do not really care. As a social media account, Taliban Public Relations Department, which later changed its name, Free Palestine, posted on Saturday that the Taliban contacted Iran, Iraq, Jordan for passage to join Hamas in the ongoing fighting between the militant group and Israel. Again, all fake news. These are all gossip. These are all out of context and not possible. So this is the passage the Taliban looks like they wanted, up from Afghanistan all the way Iran, Iraq, Syria, and you go to Palestine, Gaza. These are all nonsense. And somebody who draw this map, we see that very amateur, very amateur. The head of the Taliban's political office in Doha, Mohammad Sohail Shaheen, told a group of journalists in WhatsApp group that the news was inaccurate. So they're denying it. So this report, even though we can say definitely, I'm at least 100% sure that the Taliban never going to help out the Muslim brothers and sisters around the world. But there is this new opinion also forming at the same time that said that the expert, they believe that Taliban could take advantage of this situation and try to get involved in some way, shape, or form. According to some expert, I do not know which expert they are, but this news they have reported. Okay, U1, I think from India, they have reported that there is a possibility, according to some expert, that the Taliban will try to get involved in this affair. But I don't think, again, it's going to be possible. Nasir Razak, Alhamdulillah, Walaikum Salam, brother. Harry, Saudi Arabia, the greens are flourishing. Jazakallah khair for your comments. Leave a comment in the comment section below, and inshallah I'll see you in the next video.